Miami, a city of sunlight, luxury, and endless facades. But beneath the sparkling beaches and designer labels, something darker lingers. A conversation, whispered in confidence. A betrayal disguised as observation. Someone is talking, but is it truth or manipulation? Someone is judging, but what are they really seeing? Yara has arrived, and the city seems to embrace her, but what does it mean to fit in here? Is it acceptance, admiration, or something more dangerous, something that tests loyalties and fractures friendships? Tonight, we'll unravel the invisible tensions between Yara, Loren, and Libby. We'll explore the secret social hierarchies, the unspoken judgments, and the subtle manipulations that threaten to tear bonds apart. And the questions that linger? How far does Miami change a person? And when fitting in becomes a weapon, can trust survive? By the end, you'll see the truth behind appearances and the shocking cost of being in while everyone else watches. It started small. A whisper passed through a conversation, a casual comment that no one thought would matter. But in social circles where status, image, and perception dictate power, even a single sentence can ignite a fire. Loren's words were simple. Yara fits in Miami. A compliment? Maybe. Or was it an accusation wrapped in admiration? A subtle way of saying, you belong here, but not everywhere else. Libby passed the message to Yara, as any friend might, but as messages travel, meaning can twist. Suddenly, what began as an observation became a judgment. Suddenly, Miami wasn't just a city, it was a crucible, testing loyalties, personalities, and truths. The tension was tangible. Yara, who had always taken pride in her style, her presence, and her social instincts, found herself under scrutiny. Was she confident, arrogant, bougie, or simply navigating a world that demands perfection at every glance? Loren's statement became a catalyst. It wasn't about Yara's intentions or personality, it was about perception. And in a place like Miami, perception is currency. How you walk, how you dress, how you laugh. All of it is measured, judged, and often weaponized. Miami is a city with a reputation for excess, style, and confidence, or what some call arrogance. People walk differently here. They carry themselves with purpose, with flair, with an invisible code that tells everyone, I belong and you don't. But the question remains, does fitting in mean changing who you are or revealing what you've always been? Yara's transformation, or perhaps revelation, was being observed. Every outfit, every gesture, every carefully curated social move was analyzed. Was she confident, arrogant, bougie, or simply navigating a world that demands excellence at every glance? Darcy and Stacy moved with effortless control, their confidence bordering on arrogance. Yet there was admiration beneath the scrutiny. To thrive here, one must learn the rules without being crushed by them. And Loren's comment? It was confirmation. To her, Yara was thriving. But thriving in Miami comes with consequences. People notice, people judge, people whisper. And sometimes, those whispers carry the weight of the trail. What most people don't understand is that perception in Miami is more than image. It is power. A casual statement, you fit in here, carries multiple layers. Approval, envy, warning. To fit in is not just to belong, it is to navigate invisible hierarchies, subtle rivalries, and social politics that most outsiders will never see. And yet the most dangerous part is, fitting in can make you a target. Because when people feel threatened, they interpret your success as arrogance. When they feel excluded, they assume your confidence is an attack. Yara stood at the center of this storm. She hadn't asked for it, she hadn't manipulated it. But in a city like Miami, control is an illusion, and appearances can be deadly. Then came the confrontation, or revelation. Libby relayed what Loren had said, and suddenly, friendships were tested. Trust became fragile. Loyalty was questioned.